Served hot, just the way you like it. Here's your weekly serving of food, news, and views. Tim Beeman, Stephanie Hess, and Nikki Miller-Ka are Tart and Tangy Triad.
Hey guys, this is Tim from Tart Tangy Triad. This week, Stephanie takes us a little further in history when it comes to food economics. And a reminder that next week there won't be a Tart Tangy Triad podcast. However, Nikki will still be bringing you an appetizer. So we look forward to that, and we thank you for watching and listening.
Hello, Stephanie here, and the government is still shut down. So, a little bit of an addition to what I talked about last week. Last week I talked about the kind of rationing economy that was going on during World War II. Well, we have World War I, which was also very, very tough on America and Europe. And the person who tried to come to the rescue for that was Herbert Hoover. Herbert Hoover was the United States Food Administrator during World War I. And his solution was to economize when it came to wheat. So there were a lot of recipes that came out about that time that were Hooverized, or which was another word for economized. And a few that I found on a blog that I really enjoy lately, it's called The Old Foodie, had some of these recipes. And the replacement for wheat, in this case, was in pie crust, combining just a little bit of wheat flour with another kind of flour like cornmeal or barley. And there was even one recipe that completely replaced the wheat in the pie crust with potato, which I guess really depends on what kind of pie you're eating. And of course, today, almost 100 years later, we just call this, Atkins. But that's what they were doing in World War I to economize. So just another idea for you.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the contributors and are not necessarily shared by our distributors or hosting company. This podcast is copyrighted and cannot be reproduced without express written consent of such and such limited, Inc.
Yeah, girl.